Next up on our 2024 CVC Fall Sports Media Day Tour is the Edgewood Warriors girls golf team. Head coach Christina Fisher here with us. Coach, go ahead and introduce the girls you brought with you, and then just give us a little preview of what we can expect out of the Warriors on the course this year.
Okay, I got senior Avery Bensel, junior Zoe Noss, and junior Annie Johnston. So what we expect this year, like these are my we do have some numbers this year, which is exciting because normally, we're dealing with 6, sometimes down to 5 or even 4 kids. We actually have 16 that are on the team, so we're looking to get some JV matches and hopefully gain some experience at the younger level. So after, this year I do lose some important members of the team, and we need to sustain the program here. So, these 3 have been very instrumental so far this year and helping kind of like nurture and bring kids and kind of give them show them the ropes of what the game is all about. And I'm looking for good things with these 3, and hopefully 1 out of those 13 or 2 or 3 out of those 13 will make a push by the end of August and be ready for tournament time.
Right on. And last year you had a nice season. I think you split the overall title with Perry, and you got the co-coach of the year. You have 3 first-team all-conference performers coming back. So you've just got to be just chomping at the bit to get on the course and see what they can do. How exciting is it just to have so much talent coming back, and they've had so much success in the postseason?
I'm totally stoked for this year. I'm very blessed to be able to have 3 extremely good golfers. So, I was really anxious to see what we would do. We did have our first match today. And we did very well, even though I think the kids, they'll probably say that they were more disappointed, but we got the W. And, I think just kind of getting that first match jitters out of our way, and then, we'll settle down here. And I think they're just going to even continue to improve. They have the right mindset. So I'm very blessed to have these 3 girls sitting by me right now.
Excellent. All right, Coach, I'll come back to you after I talk with the girls. Avery, I'll start with you. Just getting out there, first match today. How well did you perform? How satisfied were you? And how nice was it just to kind of get it out of the way so you can, get the rest of the season going?
Yeah, it could have been better and it could have been worse. We got the dub. Everyone played good for the first match, and we got a couple new girls out there.
Do you feel the potential that your team has? Like I said, you've got 3 first-team all-conference golfers returning. You've had some success in the postseason. Is that something that you guys feel as a team?
Yeah, I think we can definitely, with our top 3 scores, and if we get a strong 4th score in there, we can definitely make it out of sections.
What's been the biggest improvement in your game from freshman year until now?
My driver's been really well. Today it was pretty good, and then putting has improved.
You've got 3 great golfers there. It takes 4 to score. Who's the 4th golfer? Who are there girls that are competing for that spot, or has somebody already earned it?
Yeah, we got a lot of new girls competing for it, but Riley McCumber and then our 5 and 6 that played today have definitely all stepped up, and they all have a chance at it.
How much do you help each other on the course, during practice rounds? Is it something that you work with each other on weaknesses to help them improve?
Yeah, we all work together and try to cheer each other up when we're down, and when we're all happy, it's a good time. So we try to all stay pretty excited.
What are your goals for the year, individually and as a team?
Try to make it out of sectionals this year as a team and individually, and just have a good year overall score-wise.
Outstanding. Good. Oh, what did you shoot today?
41.
41. All right. Well, good luck to you the rest of the year. Zoe, on to you. Just coming into this year, again, a lot of expectations here because of the success that you guys have had over the past couple seasons. How eager are you to put it all together and just kind of get out there and play?
I'm very excited to see how this season goes. us three, we've really been putting our scores together and making like a lot of progress in where we're playing.
What did you shoot today, and how satisfied were you?
I shot a 42, and I was happy with it, but I know I could have done better.
Was it a course issue, or was it a couple of issues that you need to work through to get that score a little bit lower?
A couple issues that I need to work through.
Yeah. What's been the biggest improvement in your game?
Definitely like my mindset and how I'm hitting the ball. A lot less miss hit or clean contact.
How important, and I know the answer, but I want you to answer it, but how important is that mindset when you're on the golf course? Because it's so easy to turn one bad shot into two, into three, and I know that from experience. But so how important is it for you to be able to just say, hey, I had a bad shot, let's correct it and move on, and just keep that mindset the right way?
It's definitely the most important thing. Like you could be the best, have one bad hole, and if you let it get to you, you ruin the round.
We talked a little bit about the 4, 5, 6. What is your thoughts on those girls? How quickly can they come in and lower their scores to put you guys in a better spot as a team?
They've definitely surprised us a lot with all of the skill that they had like naturally, and then with like our help and like them practicing going out on their own, they've definitely improved a lot since the first practice, and they continue to improve.
And what are your goals for the year, individually and as a team?
Definitely to make it out of sectionals, either as a team or individual, and just keep my scores low, like high 39, like 30s and low 40s.
All right. Well, good luck to you this year. All right, Annie. And you're right under Abe Lincoln. So I almost called you Abe Lincoln, but good thing I know your name. So the weird things you see in the classrooms. But yeah. All right. So Annie, come in. How was your score today, and how satisfied were you?
My score wasn't the greatest for me, but it was good enough to get the job done so we could win today.
I mean, obviously going out every match, you want to get better and improve. What did you take away from the course today that's going to help you kind of get better in your next practice session?
Not to hang your head on what happens on the first hole, because my first hole wasn't the best. Just let it go, because there's 8 more holes left to play.
We've talked a little bit about the potential that your team has this year. Ohio High School Golf came out the other day and listed the golfers to watch. There's a few Edgewood girls on there. Are you feeling that added pressure, or is it just something like, hey, I'm just going out and playing the best I can, that kind of thing?
I'm just going out to have fun, be with my friends, and just try to get it done.
Your game has improved every year. You've been one of the CVC's top golfers for the past few seasons. What's been the improvement? Where have you made the most jump in your game?
Definitely my driving. My driving wasn't the best my freshman year, so I used a 3-wood. Then last year for my sophomore year, I picked up a driver again. And this year, I'm really looking forward to see where it goes.
How much does that impact you for folks that don't know golf that well? A 3-wood to a driver, how much of a difference is that?
Like 20 to 30 yards for me is what the difference is when I'm using my driver now.
And just it's a lot harder to hit that driver cleanly than it is a 3-wood, though. That's for sure. So, all right, what are your goals for the year, individually and as a team?
For us to make it out to sectionals of districts as a team, and then for us to win the conference as a team. And I hope just keep my score lower than it was today.
Outstanding. All right. Well, good luck to you this season. Coach, back to you. We've talked to your top 3. Talk about a little bit about your 4, 5, 6, because you really want to get those golfers to improve throughout the season so they're ready to score low in the postseason. So who are those girls and how are they coming along?
Well, today we played Riley McCumber at the 4th spot. She's a freshman. Ava Tizenko was the 5th spot. She's a sophomore. And Elena Sabo, even though she's a senior, she's new to the game. She's never played before. So, my philosophy right now in these first few matches is I'm going to rotate a few girls in at those, maybe just 5, 6 spot. I mean, if Riley for her very first match shot a 58 today, and we were pleasantly surprised and excited to see that. so she's earned herself the number 4 spot for our match tomorrow as well. So I mean, really, like I said, it's anybody's spots to earn. So I do want to rotate a few other kids in there, and just kind of see who can play under pressure. Zoe talked about like the mental aspect of the game, and that's something that even if you're a seasoned player that you really want to work on, but as a new player, that could be something that is very overwhelming. So luckily this year we kind of did something different. Our AD, Mr. Cray, brought in one of our former students. She's interning this summer with our sport programs, and she helped with like some sports psychology techniques to kind of deal with the mental aspects of sports. I feel like, it has maybe grounded us a little bit more. At least gives them some tools in the toolbox if they want to try to recenter themselves when they're out there on the course, because sometimes, I'm not around, nobody else is around, so they have to kind of bring it in on their own. And I feel like they did that today, because I know they were disappointed in how they played, but they still, I thought, did very well. And, I do feel like Katie has helped us quite a bit in that aspect. So we might have to overcome ourselves more than a lot of other things this year. But we push each other, they push each other. And I think that's just going to make us stronger.
There was a meme floating around Twitter of Olympic athletes that were taking that moment before their competition where, they're just meditating or closing their eyes and focusing. And so, yeah, that mental aspect, it's a huge part of sports. And if the Olympic athletes are doing it, it must have a purpose. So it's good to see it trickling down to the high school level and seeing more teams get involved and focusing on that instead of just the physical. So outstanding. All right, Coach, I know the pressure's on your team this year, so I hope they're ready for that challenge and handle it well. But best of luck to you, ladies. I appreciate you joining us to preview your season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.